Again, some people might think that I'm harsh by saying that Islam is not the place for people who seek attention. Islam is the place for people who humble themselves. And this is something that we all have to fight with, because in our hearts we all have this desire to seek attention. And we have to be careful. I am very worried about this with myself and with a lot of our brothers on YouTube and sisters. Be careful. Be very careful. Look at the status of your heart when you are doing your videos, when you're doing this. Now, about atheism, I saw one of your videos and you said, free from indoctrination. If you want, you can be free too. Ex-Muslim. Again, I think you're looking for attention, because how did you go so fast in switching your account and still doing videos? I mean, it's such a big thing. It's an issue of heaven and hell. It's an issue of a life-changing situation. You've been to a faith in which you practice so much, where you were outwardly speaking for it and defending it and propagating it and being proactive, and that was part of your life. You had hijab, you were defined by it. It was your identity. And then all of a sudden your account switches and you're still making videos. It's like just like that. I find it impossible. I find it, I don't believe it, I don't buy it. People might be again saying that I'm harsh on this, but I'm just trying to give you a reality check. Look inside. Even whether you're atheist or whatever, it doesn't matter. Everyone has a heart, true or not. Look inside your heart and see how you feel, because everyone knows that pride is not something good. Seeking attention, of course, people are pushing for it today, but it's not something that will bring you, a lot of satisfaction in your life. Because you know what? The attention will be gone, and you only get satisfaction when you're getting the attention. And guess what? You're probably going to change to something else, because you're going to look for attention. Maybe you're not getting the attention that you're looking for when you were Muslim. And again, seeking attention is not something you should have done. So that's, to me, I find it ludicrous and mind-boggling that you're still having your account and you've made such an easy transition. I mean, I'm not saying maybe you're having your psychological problems right now, but from what I've seen, and I can only judge what I see, it just doesn't seem like it's a big deal. You're back in the spotlight, and you're saying ex-Muslim in the parentheses again, asking for attention, and people are commenting and saying, hey, you finally woke up, another person who finally is thinking, and this and that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Outright ridiculous. Outright ridiculous for a person who's seeking truth. Outright ridiculous. If you just gone and switched, just like that. Atheism. Let me hit that for a second. Indoctrination. Let's look at atheism. What is atheism? Atheism, if you're an atheist, as you claim, it's a set of beliefs. Like religion, it's a set of beliefs. Indoctrination comes from doctrine. Being indoctrinated means someone is putting, is basically kind of convincing you of their doctrines, okay? And you're being pretty much brainwashed, right? That's, I guess, you would be a synonym for it in terms of what you're thinking and what atheists usually think in terms of religious terms, that people are indoctrinated or brainwashed. Well, see, the thing is that it's the same thing with atheism. And I'll put religion in one place, and I'll put atheism in one place. It's the same with atheism. You have a set of beliefs. You believe in certain sets. You have people who propagate your beliefs, just like in religion. You have people who argue and debate, just like in a religion. You have your ways of trying to prove what you believe and try to justify your claims so that you feel good inside, just like people in religion. You have doctrines just like people in religion. Whatever believer you are, whatever school of thought from atheism, you have schools of thought in atheism like in religion, for God's sake. Whatever school of thought you subscribe to. For example, if you believe in Darwinism or some ideas of Darwin, again, you're indoctrinated. You're indoctrinated because Darwinism is a theory, like most religious theories. It's a theory which cannot be proven. People start screaming right now and start saying, no, but what about this and this proof and this proof and this book and this book? Same like religion people. Everything's the same. Same. So why always atheists screaming slogans of indoctrination, indoctrination, indoctrination? All these slogans, they're only slogans. No one comes and uses their brain and says anything concrete or any proofs. They're just Say things, say things, say things, say things, say things, fancy talk, but no conclusive proof. Prove to me that there's no God. You don't have any proof. You have blind faith in it. You have blind faith and you cannot prove that there's no God. Richard Dawkins cannot prove there's no God. You're best person out there in terms of atheism. You're prophet of atheism. So what did you do? Nothing. You did nothing. You went from one place to another one seeking attention. Sorry, please, everyone else, don't be mad at me, but I'm a bit hard here because people need a reality check. This is the way it is. Now what about Islam? Is it what is a doctrine anyway? Because it has negative connotations right now. It is a set of beliefs. Everyone has a set of beliefs. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't say, oh, these religious people are indoctrinated. No, everyone is indoctrinated because we all have certain beliefs. The question comes down, and let's chill out. The question comes down and boils down to the fact, is there proofs for this belief? When you have proofs for this belief, to the point where you have proved yourself to the shadow, beyond the shadow of the doubt, then, something becomes concrete. What is the proof of atheism? What is the proof of disbelief? What is it? What is it? Come on, everyone's talking, making videos. The only thing that I've seen so far from most people, especially on YouTube here, the only thing they can do is attempt to ridicule, which is, it's just a ridiculous, debate tactic. Where people come and say, oh, you Muslims are indoctrinated. Okay, fine. Okay, prove it. Prove it that prove it. Come, let's sit down and actually speak rationally about things. Bring arguments and proofs. Not, oh, your prophet did this, and your this says this, and this says this. And this talks about magic, and this talks about this. And what is this? What ridiculous. Who can believe in this? Who can believe that your prophet talked to an animal or something? Oh my God, it doesn't make sense. Okay. Wow, what a proof you brought to me. That's an amazing, scientific, concrete, rational, following the scientific steps proof. That's from what I've seen so far on YouTube. Just this guy making fun, making cartoons, making weird noises, making weird stuff, being insulting, using foul language. I haven't seen yet someone who's willing to, to talk properly about certain things. Very few people, very few there are. Anyway, going back to Islam. What is Islam? How can you prove Islam? Again, I go back to the same thing. You atheists think you're so smart, you have everything figured out in this world. Fine. Here's a book called the Quran. Prove it wrong. Allah says, it's not that we're coming and saying. The book itself claims. There's no contradiction in it. If it were from anyone other than God, proving that God exists, you would find many contradictions in it. You will find contradictions and problems and revisions and so on in every scientific book. People coming with new additions. Not the Quran. If you are in doubt about what we reveal to our servant from time to time, then procure something like it. Bring all your help. That's what the Quran claims in Surah Baqarah. If you think that this is not from God, okay, fine. You can come up with something like it. If it's not from God, it's got to be the product of a man. And of course, all the other ridiculous theories that a lot of the so-called smart people came with, that it came from aliens and from other different alien sources, the Quran. Okay, fine. If a man inspired, or if a man taught the Prophet, for example, or he himself devised it, then why don't you come up with something like it? Something to match it. Something to have the effect that it has, to win the people's hearts that as the Quran did. Because it is something, it has to go even to subjectivity at that point. Go ahead. Why? You have computers. People say, oh, but it's in Arabic. You have all the Arabs, non-Muslims that you can think about. Teachers of Arabic, poets. Go ahead. What's so hard? Come on. The Quran has its claims, its hypothesis. It has its, justifying what it is. It's calling you to prove it wrong. I haven't seen anything like it. Or if you can come up with something, challenges to you.